Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. A man's mind, stretched by new ideas, may never return to its original dimensions. There is no end to education. It is not that you read a book, pass an examination, and finish with education. The whole of life, from the moment you are born to the moment you die, is a process of learning. One learns from books and example only that certain things can be done. Actual learning requires that you do those things. 1 hour per day of study in your chosen field is all it takes. 1 hour per day of study will put you at the top of your field within 3 years. Within 5 years, you'll be a national authority. In 7 years, you can be one of the best people in the world at what you do. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. That is what learning is. You suddenly understand something you've understood all your life, but in a new way. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. You can teach a student a lesson for a day, but if you can teach him to learn by creating curiosity, he will continue the learning process as long as he lives. The illiterate of the future will not be the person who cannot read. It will be the person who does not know how to learn. The ability to read, write, and analyze. The confidence to stand up and demand justice and equality. The qualifications and connections to get your foot in the door and take your seat at the table. All of that starts with education. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Let the improvement of yourself keep you so busy that you have no time to criticize others. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Dreams come a size too big so that we can grow into them. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. Education is not complete unless we teach our children not only how to read and write, but the difference between right and wrong. I believe this passionately, that we don't grow into creativity, we grow out of it. Or rather, we get educated out of it. If you are planning for a year, sow rice. If you are planning for a decade, plant trees. If you are planning for a lifetime, educate people. Teach self-denial and make its practice pleasure, and you can create for the world a destiny more sublime than ever issued from the brain of the wildest dreamer. Housework is a breeze, cooking is a pleasant diversion, putting up a retaining wall is a lark, but teaching is like climbing a mountain. Next in importance to freedom and justice is popular education, without which neither freedom nor justice can be permanently maintained. There are millions of children today who don't attend school. However, education is the only way to get ahead in this country. The principal goal of education is to create men and women who are capable of doing new things, not simply of repeating what other generations have done. I believe that it is better to learn from the diverse people around us than to try in vain to emulate them. Better to be a teacher than a role model. As strong as my legs are, it is my mind that has made me a champion. It is in fact a part of the function of education to help us escape, not from our own time, for we are bound by that, but from the intellectual and emotional limitations of our time.